All right. Hello, everyone. It's Plamondon and her husband.
Oh,
What do you
hello.
what do you want to call yourself?
Just Zach is fine.
Zach.
Yeah, I can just use my real name.
All right, and we're here to do an audio Q&A. A couple days ago, I asked all over the internet for questions, just any questions really, and we got them. So we're here to answer this.
Yeah, there's quite a lot, and a lot of them are pretty repetitive. So I just kind of condensed
Compiled them. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, hold up. So the way we've got this, and we do have a cat running all over the place, so that might get distracting. But we're going to first start off with the questions that my patrons gave to me. So for that, I have to say thank you so much. And if you want to become a patron and be able to be a part of exclusive perks, then make sure you check out the link down below if you're on YouTube. I might be putting this other places. I'm not sure yet. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it takes us.
Okay, so let's do the patrons first, okay? I am drinking some hard cider because I'm nervous.
Mm-hmm.
And I might get drunk, so this is going to be a good time. No!
Oh, no.
Do you think I'm made of money?
We will skin
Ma'am?
you and replace.
Okay. All right, so we might have to... Okay. So the first question is by Aslan. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. Aslan?
Yeah.
Wallace. Yeah. And her question is, which mythologies are your favorite?
Oh, well, you can go first.
Oh, well, thank you for setting that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, God. I really like Greek mythologies because they're very vast. There's a lot of them, of course.
Yeah,
but
of course.
The more I've been looking into like Filipino mythologies, they're really cool too, honestly. I really like the swang. It's really dark and metal. I like that mothers use it to scare their children, and they truly believe that there's this creature that's going to come in the middle of the night and eat them. That's great. So I like that. What about you?
Well, unfortunately, everyone says it's Greek mythology. Like anyone you ask, well, like 90% of the time they'll say, "Oh, I like Greek mythology."
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of a cliche answer. But
you're a basic bitch when it comes to mythology.
Basically,
is what you're saying.
I'm getting the Starbucks of mythology, but I don't know. It's just really interesting. I think.
Is. It's expansive.
Yeah, it's really way darker than I thought. So.
Anyways, okay. So now the next one, Cheryl Blythe asks, "What's the funniest myth, legend, or lore that you know?"
People just like mythology over there,
right? It's weird.
People are
I wonder.
Just really sophisticated on Patreon.
Yeah, and it's almost like they know something that other people don't know. It's almost like there's lots of perks to checking out patreon.com/Plamondon. It's almost like you should become a patron yourself for only $1 a month.
Just $1 a month.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, it sounds like a good deal.
Well, okay, funniest myth or legend. I'm gonna have you take this one because I feel like Tagalog, like Filipino legends are really funny, and you know more than me.
I don't really know any funny ones, honestly.
Oh, tell them about your cousin, but just make it really short.
Which one? Which cousin?
China.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I have a cousin who says she has gnome friends. Yeah.
What are they called in Tagalog?
I'm not sure if it's gnome or dwarf. Pretty sure it's gnome, but they call him duende.
Duende?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically, she says that they give her money. So one time, I think her sister or something needed like 100 pesos to buy something,
which is like $2.
Yeah,
in USD.
$2, and she asked my cousin China, and she said, just give her a second, she's gonna go get some money, and then she comes back and she says she and then she hands Kim or whatever, I don't know who, like a tiny crumpled up $100 bill.
The
100
frick?
peso bill, not a dollar bill. But yeah, it's like really small, like folded really small, like to fit in, I guess, a gnome's pocket.
Oh my god.
So yeah, she is a little strange. She always says she sees things and she, talks to people
We
and
should have made better
other
friends with
creatures.
China. We could be
I know.
rolling in the money
She could probably hook us up. But yeah, that's probably one of the weirdest things about Filipino myth, like the duende. Like when you see like a little mound, like a little dirt mound, you have to like kind of pay respects and like you gotta like
Someone just like walking past as you're like bowing to a mound. They're like, the
kind
fuck?
of, yeah. You're just like saying excuse us or something like that. It's kind of weird, but our older relatives always made us do it.
Really?
Yeah, it was really strange.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so my last patron question is from Clara, and she asks, "Do you believe in doppelgangers?"
Huh.
Well, I believe that there are people that look almost identical to each other. Like, I believe in that.
That's racist.
What?
No.
Well,
No. But yeah. Okay, I get you.
He said it. He said it on me.
Okay.
No, yeah, like, well, I mean, just genetically, like, I've heard that there are, like, right now that there is someone that looks almost identical to you in the world. Your DNA isn't the exact same, but, like, the way that your face is formed. But do I believe in, like, the lore kind of doppelgangers?
Yeah, like
I don't know. Probably not. There's, okay, what you'll probably find out about me is, and you know this about me, is, like, part of me is hella atheist and just is very like everything's scientific, and if that doesn't make sense, it's not real. And then there's another part of me that's like, but wouldn't it be dope? And a little bit of me kind of believes it, and I actually like to be on that side of the fence more, but like logically I'm usually on the other side.
Yeah, that's true. I'm kind of that in a sense, but I'm more of the scared type. Like
but you're like, but I'm gonna believe it just in case it kills me.
Yeah, like I'm like, it's probably not true, but I'm just gonna stay away from that just in case, because I'm scared I'm gonna see something and then probably go crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So now feel free.
Okay. So
Zacharias, take us away.
These are questions from your Instagram. Some of the usernames did get cut off.
My bad.
Yeah, but that's okay. We'll see. Anyway, so a lot of them are like different categories. A lot of them are like about being in the Philippines, or your art, or just us in general.
Nope.
Okay. Very personal, intimate questions. Okay, let's just start with the Filipino ones.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
So this was from Mila Muijwir.
Okay.
I'm gonna butcher every single name on this list.
Hey, you're the one reading them, not me.
Yeah. So it's my fault. So how did you end up in the Philippines?
It's a long ass story, but I don't know if there's going to be other questions asking more clarification or not. But I'll just keep it simple.
Yeah.
So Zach and I met online because we're both losers and we have no social life. And
that's me to this day.
Yeah. No, me too. And then so we met on an online website. Oh, what is it called? Bubs, look into my eyes. Am I playing with you right now? Oh my god. Our cat has got like crazy eyes. She's wiggling at us. She's ready to pounce. Okay, anyway. So we met on a web comic sharing site. And we somehow clicked and fell in love. Yeah. And then we dated for 2 years and then got married. And then as we were waiting for our paperwork for Zach to come to Canada, because I'm Canadian and he's Filipino, I stayed in the Philippines because it's a lot easier for a white person to go wherever the hell they want than a brown person to even think about going anywhere else.
Exactly.
Not to get political or anything, but I'm just saying, it's true.
Seriously, it's so hard to get a visa. Anyway, okay, that was from Mila Muijwir.
Okay, thanks, Mila Muijwir.
And this, it's kind of all in the same
Yeah,
category.
okay.
This one's from Le Spirit des Scholar.
L'Esprit de couleur. I don't know.
It's not French.
It's not
I
French.
don't think.
Okay.
So, what did you like about living in the Philippines versus Canada? Are there any interesting cultural differences?
Oh man.
Is there anything better from that shit? I don't know.
Well, I like that it's not blazing hot all the time.
No, like what did you like about the
But
Philippines?
what I like about okay.
Hmm.
Well, I liked how cheap everything was. I
Yeah.
really miss that.
Yeah, obviously that's a really good one.
There's lots of beautiful, like, exciting things to see in the Philippines. So we were just talking about Tagaytay today,
Hmm.
and there's lots of just like really cool things you're just never gonna see in the West. Like in Tagaytay, they've got that place where this really, really, really rich dude just like shows his shit off, and you just can go and look at all of his stuff. And they've got like a giant Buddha there, and terracotta warriors from China. All of these really cool things. So there's that kind of thing, just like random treasure troves that you can see in the Philippines. And your family, of course. You don't have that here.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And I'm trying to think. Good Chinese food, really good Chinese food, which they do not have in Canada. Unless, I mean, we haven't tried the authentic Chinese places yet.
Yeah, but so far, no good Asian places in general, in my opinion.
No.
Yeah.
Well, what about you? What do you like the most about the Philippines better than Canada?
Probably the food.
Yeah.
Like, one thing I really miss though, bidets.
Oh my God, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like I can't poop nowadays without feeling so disgusting after.
And your butt's sore because you just wipe.
I just feel gross. Like,
yeah.
I feel so unclean every single day.
Yeah, we are gonna get a bidet when we move out, though.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
We'll get like something hooked up, even if it's just like those little sink attachments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, hella yeah.
So, like,
hella yeah.
Hella yeah.
I'm very nervous. Wait, but what is it? The cultural differences? Everyone, okay, Filipinos are generally pretty nice people, I'd say, especially like they're very they like to host. They're very like in your home they're very accommodating. Outside they're not as friendly. But in Canada everyone's friendly all the time.
It's ridiculous. Not a bad
No,
way,
it's
but
good.
It gives me a lot of anxiety.
Yeah, we feel pressure to be
having
like
to small talk and
yeah,
being just generally pleasant to everyone.
Yeah, that's a big difference, I think.
Well, that kind of relates to the next question, which was from PM Mendoza. Like, do you
I
miss
know that. I
anything
remember that
about
name.
living in the Philippines?
Pardon? Wait,
like,
what?
do you miss anything about living in the Philippines?
Yeah, the bidets.
Yeah, I guess it's the
and
same
your
question.
family, obviously.
Yeah, my family, the food, and bidets. Probably the three biggest things.
Oh my God. Okay, our cat's just going nuts. She's not usually allowed in the room that we're... No! No! Why? Why are you the way you... Oh, God. No, Bubs. Good girl.
Good.
Okay.
So I guess we're gonna the next question is related to our cat. Okay, this is from two people, kind of the same question again, like from Cyber Divinity and Tiffy Alejandra.
Okay.
It's like that's a kind of a fancy name.
Tiffy Alejandra.
Yeah. What is the story behind your cat, and how is it being kitty parents?
Oh. Okay. So the story goes, we were craving ice cream, so we went down to the grocery store that was right next door, grabbed some little groceries like bread and everything. We had a paper bag with us. Walking back, I hear this crying. Well, we both hear this crying, and we look over and there's this tiny little ratchet kitten that's stuck up on a ledge and you can't get down. And I don't know what came over me, but I was like, I gotta save this kitten.
Yeah.
Because there's lots of kittens in the Philippines, but for some reason I just
stray animals in general.
In general, and children. It's depressing. But anyway, I was like, this kitten needs our help. So I grab it. We rearrange the groceries in the bag.
It was a paper bag.
In a paper bag, yeah.
And then oh, excuse me. That cider's hitting me. But we put her like next to the bread to kind of give her like a little cushion. Like, oh, I guess it worked.
She's so cute. And
Ooh.
hold up. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So then she was crying a lot, but then I put her in that bag and she stopped crying. And we're not allowed to have pets. We weren't allowed to have pets in this apartment, but we snuck her in. And
smuggled that little goblin in.
Yep. And dewormed her, defleed her, got her all fixed up. And now we literally have Satan in our lives.
We've invited Satan into our household.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So how is it being a kitty parent, though? So far? Like,
it's a lot of work. I've had a cat before, and it was not this much work, but this cat is high maintenance.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you have to play with her, like, every morning, every night, and you have to read her emotions. Like, you can't just do whatever you want to her. It's an oddly, like, tiring kind of thing.
She's better now, though.
Yeah,
she's not as bad.
Now.
It took a lot of training, but it's worth it now. My mom is super pissed because and my stepdad, they just want her to love them so bad, and she's just not having it. But then with us, she loves us, and it's like, okay, but that took a year of work.
Yeah,
to get there.
A lot of work, like, to get her to trust us. But to be fair, she was feral and she was from the garbage. So.
And she was pretty beat up when we found her. Like, she had a broken rib. We don't know what happened to her before, and we think she got abandoned by her mom, or her mom died or something. Yeah. So she was only like a month old when we found her.
3 weeks or something.
Yeah, not even.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, that's her depressing story.
Yeah, she's fine now.
Yeah, she's living a life in Canada, so.
Yeah, she's living luxury.
Yeah, seriously. She's living fancy. Okay, that's the only question about Bubs, surprisingly.
Really?
I thought there would be way more, but that's all we have. Okay, so this one's a bit of a boring question.
Okay.
But this one, I chose it because I'm not sure if it was from your brother. It's like, Ethan is a great something. Like, it got cut off there. I don't know if it means brother, and then it might be your brother Ethan, so I don't know. But like, he was just asking, what's our favorite movies? And then in parentheses, mine is Baby Driver.
I don't think that is Ethan, but
okay.
What's our favorite? Baby Driver is a great movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, though.
I don't have a favorite movie. It always changes over time. I'm a fickle bitch, you know what I mean? But, I mean, we just recently watched, what was that horror movie we watched? Hereditary. That was great. Stuck in my noggin for a long time.
I still think about every horrendous scene in that movie.
When I'm showering and you're just like thinking about all the fucked up stuff in Hereditary.
Oh yeah, seriously.
But also that it had a lot of depth to it, which I like.
I wake up at night and think about it, and then I can't sleep for like an hour. So that was a.
I was good. It was good.
That's how you know if it's a good horror movie.
Yeah, if it sticks in your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably my favorite horror movie.
That movie does not hold back too. Like,
yeah.
Oh my
Especially
God.
when it comes about like grief and mental health and things, and
seriously,
like the complexities of family relationships. Like it didn't hold back in grotesqueness, but also just like in realism, it didn't hold back. So I like that.
Also, it had that, cult thing going on too.
You know me and my cults.
Cults are interesting, like in a way, but yeah, just don't join any. Yeah,
don't be a part. Okay.
Okay, that was it. I just put that in because I thought that might be from your brother.
Yeah.
Because it was a bit of a meh question. This one is from Ashadash.
Okay.
There are 2 underscores, like,
on
both sides. But when you were growing up, were your parents controlling? Also, how did you break free and do what was best for you?
I'm assuming they're talking about, in retrospect, or like in, what's the word? I had a lot of cider and it's alcoholic.
Serially.
Okay, I'm assuming that this is kind of in reference to gum, which is my growing up Mormon. So, okay, what was that question?
Were your parents
growing up strict?
Were they controlling?
Controlling.
And
yes.
Then how did you break free?
My parents were controlling. Well, I mean, I have a very complicated life. I don't know if I'd get into it, but like, I am open that I was adopted. So, and that I know my birth parents. So I have a huge family, but I was raised by my adopted dad and his wife, my stepmother, and they sorry, Dad, we're hella controlling. But it wasn't about Mormon things, weirdly enough.
Really?
Like, no, it wasn't like
Interesting.
about who I could date and couldn't date. It wasn't about like what I wore or anything like that. It was about weird shit. Like, you can only you can only watch TV for this amount of time, but like not in like a normal, I'm just worried that it was like a weirdly controlling, very possessive kind of thing. Like they just needed to kind of control my life a little bit. But then in other ways they were like they never knew where I was.
Yeah, they didn't even care where you went.
Yeah, like it was a
so.
weird situation. I feel like I had a really weird childhood. But in
Yeah.
any case, they were controlling, but not about Mormonism. I never really gave them any reason to be controlling about it. I was very like in it all on my own. I love that cult shit, you know. I was like, yes, I'm going to do all of these things. Yes, I'm going to feel like shit about myself, and I'm going to, you know,
like,
do all of these
Jesus.
all these weird rituals in order to make it better. I was all about that. Anyway.
Yep.
I'm not being very sensitive about Mormonism right now, but again, I would like to blame that on the cider.
Yeah, it's the cider talking.
And also, if this is boring, I would like to blame that on the cider.
I don't.
Anyways, but how to get away from the control of your parents? Is that the question?
Like, how did you break free from controlling parents? Or, you know, I feel like this applies more to me than you, honestly.
Yeah, like for me, move out. That was my answer. I just moved out. Yeah. Every time my family gets too controlling, I just move a little bit farther away. Out. I'm like, listen, y'all, I can't handle this. I'm sorry, but my only one thing is that I will say you still want to have a good relationship with your family, like, and I have a really good relationship with my parents now. And the thing for me was making boundaries, finding out what I am and am not willing to compromise about, and then letting them know that. And when they cross my boundaries, I continuously step up and tell them, you are not respecting my boundaries in a nice way. Like, listen, I don't want to talk about the church, or listen, it makes me uncomfortable when you ask me that, and I just don't want to talk about it. And then just doing it over and over again so that they know, okay, we're not going to ever get anywhere if I bring this up. But it's kind of impossible to do that if you're not living on your own.
Yeah. Generally, the rule is until you're like capable of moving out, you just kind of have to take their shit for a while. Yeah. Like, unfortunately, that's how it goes, especially if your parents are religious and conservative and controlling.
Because what they're doing is sometimes it's out of manipulation and anger and like narcissism and all that, but usually it's out of fear for you. Yeah, they think
it's like oh no, they're gonna go to hell.
Yeah, they really believe you're gonna go to hell. And they're scared.
Yeah, generally that's why they like. Yeah. You gotta go to church. You gotta, do all this thing.
I feel like I'm yelling. Am I yelling?
Yeah, it's fine. I can like edit everything and lower the sound a little bit. Okay. But anyway, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This is from Shiny Melee. What's the highlight of your childhood?
Oh, now that I've just gone over all the shitty...
Let me just tell you about how shitty my childhood is first. But yeah.
The highlight of my childhood was when I was like probably 12 to 13. I was so freaking cool. I was like ruling life. Seriously. I was reading so much manga. I had so many friends. I don't even know, like I was thinking about it the other day, like how did I even have time to hang out with as many friends as I would hang out with when I was a kid? Yeah. And I just did not give a shit about anything. I would go to school with like track shorts that I bought from the thrift store that were like shiny from the 80s. Oh man. With like shiny like leggings underneath it and knee-high rainbow Hello Kitty socks. I did not give a fuck. I did whatever I wanted, and I had a great time. And honestly, I need to harness that energy again.
You need some... Also, at one point, you went to school in pajamas.
Oh, I did that all the time.
Yeah, so... No, you went...
With a onesie? That was when high school. That's because someone didn't think I would do it. Don't ever dare me to do something, because I will do it. Don't dare me to kill someone. I will have to kill you.
I dare you to show your face now. So, yeah. Okay.
You gotta finish her off for me.
That's what he said, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So this is from Super Jolt Man. That was a really cool one. Okay. How many times a day do you grab, pat, slam his butt?
His being your butt?
Yeah, me. My butt.
How many times do you think? At least Normally, at least once a day, I'd say. Like, on average. Because sometimes I don't do it.
Well, it depends on if one of us has to go out, because now we both work.
Yeah.
So, but when we were both at home, like, pretty much every hour, I'd say.
I like dead ass. What can I say? Oh, that's true. If we're talking about also patting and touching all the time.
Just like all the time.
It's
like,
constant.
In bed. I mean, I'm guilty of that too.
Yeah.
Though. Like,
literally just the other day, I was like patting his butt, and then you're like, stop. And then I turn around and you start patting my butt.
It was my turn. So.
All right.
Okay, this is from Teresa, actually.
Okay, that's my girl, Teresa. She's awesome. Sorry, Teresa, I don't have your handle on me. I would shout. Wait, do you have
Teresa Marie.
Teresa Marie on Instagram.
Teresa_Marie.
Teresa_Marie on TERESA. Just that, right?
I don't know. I think so.
I thought there was 2 S's. Oh man, I'm gonna show how shitty of a friend I am.
It's okay. We'll cut this out, maybe.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
It's the cider again.
It's all the cider.
Yeah. So the question is, when did you two know you wanted to be together forever?
Oh shit. Honestly, I knew, but I'm very logical about things. I was like, okay, this is crazy, I know, but I knew you were good for me and that I wanted to be with you long term. Like the second day we started seriously talking in December of 2015. Oh
my god, 2015 was a crazy year.
Yeah, what a crazy year.
Anyway.
What about you?
Well, I would say, yeah, as soon as we started talking, like, you had that feeling that, yeah, we wanted to be together. Like, we were good for each other. We would make each other happy. But I feel like when the moment I actually knew that we wanted to be together forever was when we actually met each other in person. Yeah. Because we knew that the other person's not a psycho killer.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, especially me. Like, come to my third world country.
Yeah, come.
You, yeah, and then, you know.
I'll pick you up. Don't worry.
I'll pick you up. You can stay at my place. Just, you need me to keep your passports for you? Kinda.
Hey, you ladies, because my friend came with me. Hey, those passports look pretty heavy. You ladies need me to take those off your hands for you?
What would you say your measurements are? Yeah.
If you were to gauge how much you think you would be worth on the human trafficking scale, what would you?
Yeah. Like, no. But yeah, I think that's when we knew, because then we got to spend time together, and then it felt the same way. Yeah. You know, like
the way that we talked online felt the same in person.
Yeah, and that was like a good sign.
And I knew that your ass was excellent, and that's when I knew.
Okay, that's all the questions about like personal stuff.
Oh, okay.
That is more about art.
Okay.
Okay, I included this question because the username was pretty good. Like, it's like gay mess 2.0. So, you know,
they're still a gay mess, but it's improved.
Yeah, they've it's a step up from what they were before. What books on anatomy would you recommend?
Oh, frick.
Unfortunately, we both don't use like books for references. Like, we like to do everything online because art books are... Or in
person.
Yeah, because art books are horribly expensive.
They are expensive, but I wouldn't say they're a waste of money.
Yeah.
I think if you look at an art book and, okay, look for an art book that breaks things down into like cylinders and spheres and things, that gives you the really, really basic rundown, and all the way up into really well, like decently rendered, realistic looking bodies. Like, don't get like the cartoony looking ones. Don't do that, because then you don't know
how to draw manga.
Yeah, don't do that. That's how I learned, and it took me way longer to learn how to actually draw.
For me, it was how to draw superheroes.
Yeah.
And again, no, do not. Don't.
Because the proportions on that are fucked.
Like the tits were huge. Yeah. Jeez Louise. But yeah, definitely don't learn from like cartoon styles first.
Yeah, they're great. I love manga. I love anime. I love cartoons. But
you need to have a basic understanding. Of how the body works.
God, I feel like I'm really yelling.
No, it's okay. It's fine. I can lower the volume a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, in general, I would say don't even bother buying books. Like.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Books helped me a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a single book that helped me.
The book that I did for comics, the making of comics or whatever it's called, I already forgot. I blame the cider.
Yeah.
Blame it on the cider. That's gonna be a new thing.
This actually actually helps us get over a lot of the
Yeah, but we're probably not very
shyness or
eloquent.
anxiety. Yeah, I think I'm slurring a little bit, but whatever.
Drink a
Okay.
little bit less.
So this one's from Harriet. What keeps you motivated to produce work?
Okay, for me, I don't know about you, Zach, because
I'm not motivated to produce work anymore, so
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Well, you just like you like to do hobbies, but art just isn't in your.
unfortunately
You're focusing on other things.
I have different hobbies. I can only do one hobby at a time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But for me, but the thing is it's not just a hobby for me. Like I'm actually taking it more seriously now, and so I think that's the big thing is. What motivates me is having goals and making a plan and working towards that. It doesn't look like it, and I don't always reach the miniature goals. Like I need to post this many times a week, but my main goals is like I want to publish this book. I want to increase my engagement with my followers. I want to do these things, and then I make a plan and I go through and I make a plan. Like okay, so now that I'm working 8 hours a day, when I get home. I'm going to spend an hour and I'm going to do this, this, and this. Basically, you make those goals. And when you're burned out and you don't want to do it, you remember, okay, but if I don't do this, I'm just stepping myself at, what is it called? Backtracking from my goals. Yeah. So that helps me a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, I think having a goal is generally the best way.
It could even be a way smaller scale. Like, I want to learn how to draw faces or whatever, and it's like, okay, now every day I'm gonna draw one face.
I'd say start small.
Yeah.
In general.
Well, yeah, if you're small and you don't know how to draw, like that's a good place to start. Like how to draw things.
Learn how to draw, maybe.
Yeah, but you know, if you do know how to draw, you have a style, you feel confident in that, and you're just, let's say, you're looking to build your following or something, then you should be saying like, okay, I'm gonna have a goal to post 3 days a week, and the outcome of posting 3 days a week is I want to double my following by this amount of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Although like
it's kind of unpredictable. You can't always, but you can do lots, and it will help you be like, okay, this isn't working, so what else can I do?
Yeah, definitely.
Listen, it doesn't matter how talented you are. There's strategy in it. Like you can't. It's not like I'm just gonna believe in myself and I'm gonna just draw. Okay, well that's great.
So far, like a lot of the famous comic artists are Asian women. So if you're an Asian woman,
that does help.
That does apparently help. Like
okay, but don't say anything's can't. Don't let the cider take over that. Nah. Just kidding. No, well there are like good hookups for, but I think just being Asian in general.
I know.
Because there's just like in the webcomic industry, there's a lot of Asians.
Yeah.
So it does help.
There's like some solidarity.
There's a community. There's like a camaraderie.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Nobody even knows really what I look like. True. Though, so
that's true. This is from 604 Classic.
Okay.
As artists, which of you hate their work the most?
Probably you.
Probably me. Like I fucking hate everything I do. Like every single artwork I put out, like okay, I'm done with this, and I think it looks like shit.
Yeah. I don't know why. You're really talented.
I don't know. It's just like a weird dissatisfaction with what I can do. I think every artist has a certain degree of that, like, man, I can do better, but I'm not, so it's fucking shit. Yeah,
because like, you're like, okay, I know why this isn't as good as it could be, but I just can't, I don't have the energy, I don't have the skills or whatever to make it up to that, so that's frustrating.
Yeah, it's definitely very frustrating.
I get that way mostly about, like, illustrations, but not so much about my comics. I'm like, they're supposed to be simple. They're supposed to be, like, you know.
I think people should learn to express and draw, like, unapologetically.
Yeah.
To some degree. Like, of course you gotta know your stuff, but, you know, who gives a shit if no one likes it? You know, who gives a shit if people don't find it funny or anything? Like, do it for you.
You've seen, I've cracked myself up on some of my own comics.
Yeah, which is,
and I just can't stop laughing about it. Yeah. And then I'll post it and it's like not that popular, but I don't care. I think it's hilarious.
Like the lizard one.
The lizard one.
Lizard one. Yeah, that was I thought that was really funny too. Though, so absurd.
I just took a meme that was like way too old.
The lizard people meme.
No, not the lizard people meme. The don't judge a book by its cover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why that didn't do well, honestly.
Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so this is from, well, this is kind of the same question. It's from Is Jacko and Revered Freeman. Like, do we have any plans for your art? Like, do you have any future plans? So this would
Yes.
be like where you advertise everything you're doing, basically.
All right, so here we go. I have so many plans in store for you guys.
Mhm.
And here they are in no specific order. We've got, boom, yeah, that's right, we've got merch coming up. And if you are a patron, that's on patreon.com/Plamondon. Then you have already seen one of my designs, one of 9 designs that I will be releasing soon. And yeah, so keep your eye open for that.
Yeah.
Then we've also got,
Yeah, you got like some really sweet shirts, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, where can they find your shirts?
Well, they will be able to find that on Tmill with my store with Tmill that I am collaborating with. And I picked their, their company because they're eco-friendly. And you know that I'm a self-righteous bitch about that. And so everything they do is with a circular economy, meaning when you're done with your shirt, it's old, it's holy, it's gross. You send it back to them. They will give you store credit for sending it back to them. And then they will recycle that and use it for a new shirt. They'll clean it, sanitize it, break it down, and then use it for a new shirt. And that is so freaking
awesome,
cool.
Yeah.
The factory that they use to make the shirts in is eco-friendly. It's renewable and it's used off of renewable energy. I'm just spazzing over it.
Yeah, it's such a good company.
Yeah, I'm glad I waited. I waited a really long time, but I wanted to make sure that what I was doing was not putting a bad footprint on the earth, because that means a lot to me, because, you know, this is all we got, y'all. So, yeah. And besides that, I'm going to be trying to publish gum with a professional publisher.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't go anywhere, I will be starting a Kickstarter.
Yeah, I think
is what I've decided.
Would be good, yeah.
Yeah, so there's that as well. That's a lot to look forward to. And hopefully in the future maybe I can do some more collabs with other companies. So
probably go to
Comic-Con would be cool.
Yeah, one of these days.
Yeah, one day, maybe next year.
Vancouver Comic-Con.
Yeah.
This is a comic arts festival. I think that's what it stands for. Vancouver Comic and Art Festival.
I don't know.
Something like that. But yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all.
I don't have any plans. I'm kind of like a bum artist now. And last question is from Nerleander. How come you like the movie Cats?
How come I like it? Well, you know, the movie Cats, it's just, I can already tell it's going to be a masterpiece.
I know.
Like,
it's going to be the masterpiece of our time.
Some people say, you know, CGI, there's such a thing as too much, but I say, is there?
Is there really a limit?
Is there a limit? Like,
how far can we go?
How far can we go? Honestly, I love how uncanny it looks.
Uncanny.
One may even say disturbing. And just all around unnecessary.
Seriously, like,
all adjectives I would use to describe myself.
It's such a strange concept, like tiny little CGI celebrities in cat costumes. Like, sure,
it's a pissing contest.
I know.
Let's be real.
Let's make $1 million off of like Taylor Swift and Rebel Wilson dressed as cats.
Yeah, it's like, okay, let's take all of these really, in my mind, I'm sure a lot of them are great people, but it just seems like kind of conceited celebrities, and let's put them all in one movie, and let's have them all like try to out-sing each other and just outperform each other, but let's do it all in CGI, in a really freaky looking CGI. What more could you ask for, honestly?
Yeah, seriously. So yeah, after giving that big fuck you to every celebrity in the world, I guess we're done. That's all the questions.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we hope that this was not the biggest waste of your time ever. We hope that we can reserve that slot for Cats when you go and see that.
Seriously, let's all go together.
But anyway.
Anyone in Canada?
Yeah, if you're in Canada, hit us up. We're all going to go to see Cats. We're all going to dress up in cat costumes.
Yeah. If you're not wearing ears, get the fuck out. Like, seriously.
So, exactly. Well, anyways, thank you so much for coming to this Q&A sort of random thing that we
Yeah.
decided to do, and hopefully it made some sense. So hopefully maybe you learned something.
If they stuck around, then I'm pretty amazed, honestly.
Oh yeah, if you stuck around,
Mm-hmm.
you know, bless you. And also, I probably should have said this way before, give us a little thumbs up, give us a little subscribe, give us a little bell thing,
Smash that like.
smash that like button.
Oh yeah.
So anyways, yeah, hopefully we'll talk again soon, and until then, may all your dreams be memes.
What?